ain't safe. The land's made of water. I hug a half-empty glass, my dignity's trying to corner. I'm trying to see the future in a teacup and a saucer, but I'd rather be drinking coffee with my cigarette Foster. Can I run away, buckle the cloud nine fantasy built to the force, the brutal truth, the daily marketplace wars through the roof. I mean, I stood beneath the icicles that bleed under the awning and magically mastered the great absorbing of spirit falling, but I'm sick. I cloud these fields 1,000 times over, so botanical research studies the farmers with hope water. And when science proposes to art beside that peaceful sea, I'll be that cat with a ring on a pillow shouting, finally! Say your number. The apple seeds rain at the poignant slumber. 100,000 freaks on parade for the village hunter. My every whim acted upon's gone loopy, but I play a game called Let's Prepare Barnacle City for the end-all noosings. I split the radius and go get a bellies. Reconnaissance, sleeping fossil, genie bottle optimist. Freeze, run for the fountain, but the fountain's a desert obstacle tease. Tummy full of sand, running man, impossible. Stop. There's a wing in my gut and I'm all dust. Surfing the urban, I did or I certainly flush. And one in the hands worked to atop the tallest cedar, but what lodged inside my heart is off the motherfucking meter. The water ain't safe no more. I'm just trying to build myself to act as a truly better man. Damn. The water ain't safe no more. I'm just trying to be a solid oak tree for every child to call his name across. The water ain't safe no more. I'm just trying to be the dream of every peasant the hurricane could offer. The water ain't safe no more. I'm just trying to be somebody I can talk to in the morning with a smile. The water ain't safe no more. Always been a 40-night chronologic hostage. Rusted hook in the lip of the monarch. Weightless anime idol, planting a man race cycle. Hope floater, gloating inside carnal indifference till doom cops are slotting poacher quotas. I'm 20-something, pumping acrylic tomorrow sideways. Blazing passage when I'm not tattooed on the back of the class list. Tiptoe across a lost cause, because a lost cause found don't mean you found the cause. That means you found a lost cause. Okay, now I've been here to role playing, slaying my here and now. To benefit consumption for my peers, steering the plow, and it's incredible. Candy jack turn numerals to sentinels, but bad apples ain't sweet and Cretan saddles ain't that memorable a ride. I'm Mozart with a focus on the side, hiding the inconsistencies of man behind water and wide. I'm a tiger-striped ego, bivouac my progressions with a kindlings formulated through the flesh of the oppressors. God had a flask, I can prove it. You really think the 13 loops that new daughter spawned me a sober unit? Check potion. Address the ghost inside my TV with a ruler adheres to the backbone. Stone pusher. Yeah, 10,000 hackers deep in the movement. That's 20,000 crucial ruby heels clicking in unison. It's beautiful. I keep a stick inside my hand and carve my name inside every wall of a falling hologram. The water ain't safe no more. I'm just trying to build myself to act as a truly better man. Damn. The water ain't safe no more. I'm just trying to be a solid oak tree for every child to call his name across. The water ain't safe no more. I'm just trying to be the dream of every peasant the hurricane could offer. The water ain't safe no more. I'm just trying to be somebody I can talk to in the morning with a smile. Water ain't safe no more. The water ain't safe no more. Listen to me. Water ain't safe no more. The water ain't safe no more. Sorry.
Now hear this.
Big Aesop rock.
Now hear this.
Metropolitan grab bag apocalypse, maggot pageant, swallowing the trap's baddest colorist. Big vision, tiger soul, anonymous alacrity, impulse, held together by a beach bucket of bolts. I'm here to bleach mask of lust and touch false allegations, where the born against and pagans claim the same corner store pavement. Silence in the needle pin hybrid, fortuitous reflecting pool to school you on my underlying bias. Now if I polish off the poison with a sip, I know my orphanage massive will help you lift my casket with a drip of this be positive and ominous. Last cackle, bury me beneath the cherry tree bough and run for the castle. I'm one propaganda speech ahead of televised, recognized life cyclers who geek to stop and decipher. We cross sex in the vision every genius dream, something obscene with syncopated simultaneous land speed achievement. Drench, river dance your way through bed and breakfast, blemish predetermined destiny checklist. First check this. Well, I was born upon a swiftly tilting galley, encircling sloppy pseudo-stigmatic pity me sound system servers. We the diggy dawn, left-handed scribbles of God, approach gruesome by drunk buddy system twosums. One attack sternum turned to vaporized minor, the second in turn circle to confirm the fertilizer. And I'm one of a small tribe camped at a rubber stamp facility with best friends like utility who needs these instabilities of mine. You wanna hold that grudge, that's fine. In fact, let's both hold grudges just to see who's stubborn and who budges. Well, I'm the stubbornest bastard this side of 4 dimensions, and I'm here to build this picket fence around your frigid lenses. I ain't never known a potion as potent as Zen to mend a broken friendship. I'm saying, don't get defensive. Wise up, rise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. Go run, walk, crawl, wise up, rise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. Go run, walk, crawl, wise up, rise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. Go run, walk, crawl, wise up, rise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. Go run, walk, crawl, wise up. I really know myself, and you really know yourself, but I don't claim to know yourself. You claim to know myself. I really know myself, man. You really know yourself, but I don't claim to know yourself. You claim to know myself. I really know myself, man. You really know yourself, but I don't claim to know yourself. You claim to know myself. I really know myself, and you really know yourself, man. I don't claim to know yourself. And I heard you recognize the jeopardy. Finally, shepherd me, honoring the touch of pure peasantry I've been harboring presently. Tough as nails, tough enough to sail through broken ballads with a pinch of foul demeanor inching forward through your outlets. Fuck that, I crease burden incredible now. Couldn't even offer concept minimum wage, let alone benefit grace. Wait, let's make all paper doors line up in size order, just to gaze in amazement upon a short fuse getting shorter. Basic upheaval laced with logical absurdities. Stolen promise lacking witness to the burglary. I'm shocked. Yesterday I seen upon the target base your bargain basement dream attached with thumbtacks, so I arched. Boogied bullseyes upon that dim excuse for group effort. Triple thin oxidized box cutter law slam ecosystem driven on my person. You see, my version of ruler don't include underling stomach through yellow pages for a future. Today I strike a match, adapt tragedy. Tomorrow humankind's logic pistons crash and burn. The next day procreation becomes annual formality. I guess it's once a kid, always a kid. It's just some kids will never learn. I pack my bags and steadily trudged out the door off to secure my legacy in bread and water blizzards. I couldn't feed the masses with more fishes. Yeah, but I can force feed them wishes, and I'd rather be hungry with desires than bloated and tired. King cohorts condense at high noon to force every rattlesnake to beat the dead horse. Aesop rock premier dysfunctional Greek citizen, of course. I'm headstrong, but even stronger in support. And I've been there, done, did this and that. Alright? I've been the engine all the way down to the railroad spike. It isn't pretty. Walked in sober, staggered out dizzy. Take this lesson as a key to that life mystery. Rise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. Run, walk, crawl, wise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. Run, walk, crawl, wise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. Run, walk, crawl, wise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. Run, walk, crawl. Train. my pilot a lion heart. My polar halves negotiated, shook upon the difference between tumbleweed and sacred. Read a hostile gospel attributed to land shark apostle squad and froze the hideous image like hostile flies. Bad up in the belfry, help me. I wanna be the reinvention of fire in the most stagnant tension basket. Fenced in a cognitive learning facility built by the makers of stinger repellent with fresh as the active element. Bag of bricks rope to a Saturn Atlas, soaked the madness. And I swear I knew fresh air to the goblin cried, fuck the rabbits and rose. Most soloists cannot defend the mighty kingdoms that their passages propose. That's why I am the road. New day, new rain, same old aches and pains, same old emaciated frame game, same name. Spring water ain't enough anymore. I wanna see the river and bottle my own crystal drizzle liquid dinner. Well, aren't we the phoenix of irritant method here to steer the flock out the farmland while every shepherd rested with a head on the wall of sovereignty's halls? I'll be the head shaker in a sea of nodding novelty dolls. Let's rush the arena, flush the pipe dreamer, touch the skull of each and everything, everything, everything. I am a scarecrow, bullied by the bullies, but the masses had them walking in circles like eye patches through the madness. One day, one brain, one code, one poem, one way, one plane, one road, one home, one stray, one pain, one foe, one zone, one element too many made a hungry man moan. And I'll be leaving now, and not worrying. I'll be leaving now, for real money is scared. Oh, I'll be leaving now, no, I'll be leaving now. Everybody plug into the bludgeon. Follow your hunch and align the hunt. Collection of counted blessings in abundance. Once in a crescent moon, I'll adapt to capture the essences. Breathless participants fishing distant adventures. Heads gathered from every battered aspect of the march to swap gossip. Reporting what's and who's hungry, who's parched. And it gets tiring, wiring the populace into granted a list of accomplishments beyond basic resonance. Stick figure stand at attention deficit. And all's well that blends well with a warm hazardous combine. Thick as thieves are they. I bully the woolly mammoth and champs germinate frantic to claim to the wino migration examine. Eager to spore motley mosaic, illustrate ball and pen dragon. I'm from a pool flooded with punishment. 10. I seen drunken zealots pilot their vessel to split the lighthouse, laughing brown bag liquor blister on their way home from the bloodbath. Half angel with broken halo, half primitive rugrat. Spoken for by wildlife's hybrid mutations and slum cats. Doomed for the dominion, sluggish postures. Y'all wait a lifetime just to pierce these spears through the bellies of every monster. 10 little warriors sit on the picket fence, honoring themselves to protection of nonsense. Catapult the stone that struck the leader in the back and marked the beauty as the other 9 warrior worlds collapse. One day, one brain, one code, one poem, one way, one plane, one road, one home, one stray, one pain, one foe, one zone, one element too many made a hungry man moan. And I'll be leaving now, cool now, together. And I'll be leaving now, cool money, no doubt. Y'all be leaving now, and yo, listen, I'm on my way out the door. Yo, I'll be leaving now. Oh my god, they got angels sweating like helots, working their little halos to the bones, combing them deserts. My figure 8 knotted lifeline defined traffic the way my schooling had innocently defined every day. One exquisite fit of crisis, rivets an octagon of red to the ceiling above my bed. It's not a conversation piece like public spectacles leash, more of a clue. So when I wake up to the reins, I'll be one step ahead of you. I slide like Kodachrome, wrote a poem for every planet, typed their mileage from the sun on an envelope, licked it, stamped it. Got 8 thank yous in the mail, but 9 planets means there's one left. Only the earth will thank me later with a breathtaking sunset. Dip that waterfall around your skeleton, tell it to boil. Loyalty's the shovel in the soil. Dig it, I split my lip kiss in the winter, nursed a blister in the sun, strung a havoc between spring and where the willows turn to blood. Might a worm sip a little litter and love it without big beetles trying to sell them sunflower seeds by the bucket. Might a tugboat float a box cut above those ashes without Hot air balloons floating there, 4-passenger baskets, and I'm asking you, let a captive's lacerated captions splash out massive. Opposed to plastic classes with famine patches, I identify all saints linked around the fountain's warmth. And for a second, taste the pain when removing that crown of thorns. Anatropic, motley click, Mikado, born hostile, pacifist, huddled in subtle massacre, stamp the blame on Philo in England. My 5 escape overlooks Ghost Town Marketplace. Martyrs bought our passes, then fastened self to the target.
If I had a hammer, I'd build a city on stilts, so my feet would stay dry when God's wine glass tilts. If I had a shovel, I'd dig a hole in the dirt, and I'll be hiding when it's drunken stupor lands.
And if your little wing is broken, I'll see the poacher in hell. I can't afford another, and I burden soldier to sell. My carousel mimics the interests of 1,000 leaky spigots in a colony of crazers raised to justify this grimace.
Yes, I read the treatment.
I prescribe brevity, plus the premise is my pincushion. My limbs pushing the knitting needles, evil's idle pedal past the breeding where the sleepers feed the cycle. Stop, watch the ego's board, the little engine that could not. Ghost in the shell, and it fell in my lap. Passing posted the bail, but the guardian misplaced the key ring.
Wonderful.
I lead a fleet of blazing saxons directly into the village power supply, burning the bridge between the magnet and my eye. Now how many cadavers satisfy a madman, and how many crooked Samaritans turn Pleasantville to Badland? I can count my own dusty nickels with you laughing about. You'll turn my poor ass ebony and navy with king lashes.
You're right.
Grip your pointed stick and cite your riot. I'll sell your worth in a bottle, let profit explain my bias. Atomic box caught down with spiral rapidly, plaster hell with hate mail, forge Christ's autograph, laugh at self-crafted catastrophe, biting my lips, skinny bone stringent, binging on rancid baits, mummified well inside a muddy New York minute. Was it your remnants my smoke rings had cocooned prior to fading? Well, it wasn't conscious spite, but it might have been that.
I am not your friend anymore. My arrowhead dislocation when narrow bed sleepers occupy the basement. I am not your friend anymore. Come the dawning of cerulean, your pity blend.
Man, if it were only that simple, I'd add a gill-framed encore. I bored myself inside my room to trace the wilting contour. One pedal falls to the rug, she loves me not. Town crier, lugging a boombox with spirit plugs in a red radio flyer, tied to irony like 20 burning igloos with a sailor's knot. Fiddler crabs build sandcastles while hot tied off failure crops. In the icicle field, I portray casket antsy and ask, why if every light is dark do I continue dancing? Why if every light is dark do I continue dancing? Why if every light is dark do I continue dancing? Why if every light is dark do I continue dancing?
Well, if it ain't finally a question that's worth answering.
I boogie for the raindrops, for the purity, the anchor, for my childhood recollections, for the comic book in my heart, the mocked intentions, the clarity, past the seclusion, those cool summer nights. For the market merchant cross the street selling me soap to that price. For the mites, the maybes, the nauseating pitfall. My girl, my friends, for the fact my window opens towards the brick wall. For the 3-legged dog I saw dragged on a leash. For the homeless man who walks my block in rainstorms with plastic bags on his feet. See, I throw away the 10 earths over one shoulder and walk across broken glass through every wicked world to kiss tomorrow's morning. Not for nothing, you'll drown in a pool of your crooked morals, whispering maybe Aesop rock was on or something. Maybe. These wings have seen things most men would melt apart from. It's like, wait. All my drunk destiny pushed was one radio flyer chock full of halo parts, ringing this chime like, man, I could fix your broken shine. We're all saints, swept serpentine, round charcoal tomorrow, bunk holiday, them easy now, brother. I'm here, I'm now, then and there. We, us, them, it. I'm sorry, I'm God. This final extension's beautiful, but friend, I don't deserve it. I beg of you, sweet father, please detach my chest's spoiler lining. I can't handle asymmetry. And if it means my grand finale don't tally, the boat's finished me dormant with torture machine silencer piece positioned where eyelids will reach well before I'm torn. I've never asked much, never felt golden benefit worthy. I got what I got, and what I don't got don't concern me. I'm no model, I never aspired to be velociraptor fossil. There wasn't no arraignment, man, I never had a say in this. I wanna be the normalcy that normalcy was jealous of. No shimmer, no celestial flight midwinter. Enter me now, see through green low-life iris. I'm not ready for all this business that for some reason you all refer to as a privilege. I mean, look at me, my feathers drag. This harp plays out of tune. I fly about as straight as a fly flying tugboat through my legacy. I accidentally killed Cupid with his own weaponry. And man, that was my homie. Talk about not cut out for these pristine pearly robings. What could I possibly have done? You really want me to steer child populace back on beaten paths? Like teaching morals? I can't be a part of something I ain't so my feeding, man. I'm from the dungeon, so from here on out it's talk that heralds nothing. Listen, I quit. That's it, but for the life of me, one thing has plagued my being from the get-go. Why place these most blessed and sacred honors upon an alley cat like this? I just don't get it, oh my God, it just dawned on me. Wait a second, oh God.
You have been a witness, I've seen the days when I applied lies in a billion different ways, and now I harbor bad karma. Doomed to cope with the fact I dodged the ring, but gotta show these cats the ropes. You have been a witness, you have seen the days when I applied lies in a billion different ways, and now I harbor bad karma. Doomed to cope with the fact I dodged the ring, but gotta show these cats the ropes.
Bad karma. Please leave these little wings to a road. Please leave this little halo to a child with a lighter load. I'ma hold this tight like a life lesson told to a mic. Bad karma. Please leave these little wings to a road. Please leave this little halo to a child with a lighter load. I'ma hold this tight like a life lesson told to a mic. Bad karma. Please leave these little wings to a road. Please leave this little halo to a child with a lighter load. I'ma hold this tight like a life lesson told to a mic. Bad karma. Please leave these little wings to a road. Please leave this little halo to a child with a lighter load. I'ma hold this tight like a life lesson told to a mic. Bad karma. Please leave these little wings to a road. Please leave this little halo to a child with a lighter load. I'ma hold this tight like a life lesson told to a mic. Bad karma. Please leave these little wings to a road. Please leave this little halo to a child with a lighter load. I'ma hold this tight like a life lesson told to a mic. Bad karma. Please leave these little wings to a road. Please leave this little halo to a child with a lighter load. I'ma hold this tight like a life lesson told to a mic. Bad karma. Please leave these little wings to a road. Please leave this little halo to a child with a lighter load. I'ma hold this tight like a life lesson told to a mic. To the basement, let me count the holes in your foundation. Ancient ridicule system alert, kissing my lurk. The perch of frail grimace on iron mask. I remember science class. If chemistry could silence the lion's laugh, I'd be fine. I failed meddling up, adrenaline trades. The leaves that walked the plank before the crimson struck a match this season. Viridian carpet will jolt your logic when the burn earned itself normalcy for 20 plus. Run amok or sink swims, not an option. Applied the lipstick slow enough for me to bask in, fast enough for me to wish it lasted. Past my alarms cackling, the front line of its mystiques geeked off my proposals. Bargains for the ogres who prefer the roller coaster. Well, that'll sip the blood of merry men. That'll grace holiday carols with a merry end. Spiral past the autocraft, exhale into vinyl raft and pirate your local rain puddle torturous. Trying to shake polyfish off your dorsal line. Let it dive through the archives, Xanax on frantic planets. Stamp it with a notable brand to reap the profit. See, I don't know hell, but I've read about it often. Sounds like a dope concept gone wrong. No, take me to the basement. Let's zoom into that war pig. Take me to the basement. Let's disassemble the core's rotation. If you choose to build it, you'll die by the tools you build. So make some noise for all your predecessors. Reppin' sturdy me to the basement. Let's deny the nervous room. Take me to the basement. Let's review the heart's ramifications. If you choose to build it, you'll die by the tools you build. So make some noise for all your predecessors. Reppin' sturdy me to the basement. Let's remove the costume you escaped it. Hold up your legacies, I'll tell you which one's my favorite. Hold up your enactment of innocence, I'll teach you about the perks of patience in seminar format. I've won that hat for 7 years, that's why it's discolored, ragged, and shitty. I ain't about to toss it when it's been through all these dream wars with I'm me. An undercover prophet, thrift shop garb. I'd rather starve than sit inside this gridlock until it parts. This tailor-made routine ain't suiting me. It's tight around my neck like 13 loops wrapped in an apple box. Heartless harvest of mine, I'm tired of pissing Benedict. addiction. Maybe it ain't healthy, but sometimes I'd rather burn than let you help me. Getting brisk as fuck. My skin ain't thick enough, these icicles ain't civil. How many freeze and burn victims can one society on tilt manufacture prior to higher being intervening just to release last laughter? And every tree trunk's made of third rails with tourniquet branches. And I learned to walk with an anchor in my back pocket. And man, I read palms during even the most brief handshakes. And man, I ain't alive to pull the weeds around the spotlight. I'm wallowing, following my little lost princess to the promised land. Hollering my potent slogan, hell if Nostradamus can. Conquering these open roads with throttle pinned to floor. Cause I'ma win right after I finish these chores. Take me to the basement, let's zoom into that war pig sensation. To the basement, let's disassemble the core's rotation. If you choose to build it, you'll die by the tools you build with. Make some noise for all your predecessors, reppin' sturdy grilling. Take me to the basement, let's deny the nervous room. Take me to the basement, let's review the heart's ramification. If you choose to build it, you'll die by the tools you build with. Make some noise for all your predecessors, reppin' sturdy grilling. Basement, basement, take me to the basement, basement. 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 Saying, take me to the basement, basement. Take me to the basement, basement. Saying, take me to the basement.
I think the greatest harm done the human race has been done by the poets.
Well, poets are dull boys, most of them, but not especially fiendish.
They keep filling people's heads with delusions about love, 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 love.
The beginning was good,
Keep in mind this flow is used for practice. Even so, still top choice on the track list. As far as I know, we've been blacklisted for as long as the earth rotates on a 23-degree axis.
I can stop anytime I want to. Famous last words that came back to haunt you. All your life like permanent dry tears. Some cats get it like no bright ideas. He caught the record and vowed. Said he couldn't do it without the crowd for crying out loud. Even took the time to contaminate the rhyme scene and drop a line before he was out in the time machine. A lot of rappers are drama queens. Buddy duddy, when it come to the mic, I'm a fiend as buddy buddy. Fuck around and get your title took cut and dry. He doesn't lie, leave him like who and where, what and why. Hold it like a cute button fly, boom boom. Once you leave the room, they be like doom doom doom. It's no use. Bless the design and the villain has left the building. Dressed to the nines like I'ma do rhymes, y'all do y'alls. He stay reppin' the game like Lou Rawls. The super MF villain, feel him like two balls. For the microphone, he Jones like two falls. We will see after these scrimmages who falls. A lot of y'all image reminiscent of RuPaul. Ball to brawl and we'll be needing new drawers. Jaws, the 1-2s that run through walls. Keep in mind, flow is used for practice. Even so, still top choice off the track list. As far as I know, we've been blacklisted for as long as the earth rotates on a 23-degree axis.
All in together now. Some of the misadventures of a bothered crop. My piranha chops slouching. See, I'ma stop that gut reaction bound to shackles when a battle runs in circles like rodeo clowns with battles. Hope to the belly, by petty sarcasm. Gentlemen, start your laugh track. Push pins for the lab rap reading. All I wanna be is a fat cat sleeping 40 nights. In hopes that when I rise, the hacker master will have seen this water light. Let's recreate a perfect service rooted in labor, lust, and a disciplined chrysalis. Your work ethic antithesis, parallel park, your burning crowd adjacent to the flagrant iron ego man. Let us study a weaker outlet. I found peace. Tap me on the shoulder, asking where's the closest war and how to make it sleep. I pointed toward the exact place my sneakers met the street and said if I could answer question 2, I wouldn't need relief. Now glass bottom got him shook by exposing the skeleton. Yeah, I sort of stick to a more murky herd development. Some of these kids is spitting just a bit too delicate a thesis. If only with holy jumping Jesus, I get torn swiftly from my planet while it tilts 23. Look, money, we gotta talk. God made me a fine instrument of style, zigzag Zeus fist. Don't make me hurl these big bolts blindly into your mood. Now here pumps 40 acres of congruency pistons, equipped with skeleton key immunity systems. It'll be something incredible. Yeah, I know the limit. That's why I do my best to stay quiet whenever I ain't spitting the gimmick.
Keep in mind this flow is used for practice. Even so, still top choice off the track list. As far as I know, we've been blacklisted for as long as the earth rotates on a 23-degree axis.
Do you know what nemesis means? A righteous infliction of retribution manifested by an appropriate agent. Personified in this case by me.
We're all in the same gang, bread and butter. It's just a couple subdivisions who naturally hate each other. Influence is shark biting the fuck out of your brother. Friendship is Professor Plum ratting on Colonel Mustard. You are now witnessing the world's most crass version of a barnstormer in real time with a jagged edge. Armed mortars and field mines for a bastard pledge. On a style diamond cutter swung to spawn that magnificent havoc sketch. You fidget like a nervous culprit gulping. Sweat a bullet, then a bullshit sequin reactor. Speaking disaster, who leaps off the canvas to provoke a side-winded snake in the grass with dirty belly and his word to sell me. I got my word to tell you. I got absurd magic, but it works like pistons pumping through the realm my famine habits. Not a rabbit hat combination. Nah, more like I spit pixie dust to the mixtaper community combust.
I hold words for ransom, demand some attention paid. Not to mention praise for their release on a page. They might evade the light of day, I never said I gave them all the fight to be brave or insight to behave. More like them others whose ads have been paid for by some brothers, while some of us lie in the eyes of others. I discovered another way to stay undercover, kill everyone involved, unsolved mystery. This to me is how to leave matters resolved. Out of this all, you should take the break as the bait gets snatched out your habitat and left on the side of a lake. I try to debate whether a clean getaway is harder to make than a call to the cleaners. Dropped off a seamless bag, zip it up with enough cash to pay the cat with the aqua demeanor.
God is a name I call myself. I don't like ugly, original, synthetic. I breathe rusty air logic. It becomes the lung. The mind is the closet. That is if it's a walk-in, cause I'm open. You fell from the cliffs of weakness. I scoped it. I'll pull your rhyme up and stuff it inside my mouth as if this was the first grade. Come on, man. And you'll just stand there, your eyes are water up and your teeth are grind, cause you rhyme first grade. See, in this lifetime, I'm a cage poet, but I think life is more than a jail sentence. That's why I took my time doing calisthenics with euphemisms to hand out a life sentence. You see, when I rhyme, I put my ass crack in it, and you in a glass bottom boat with a crack in it. So fuck your attitude. My poetry's position is the sole definition of latitude.
Sinister.
You tell the angels in heaven you never seen evil so singularly personified as you did in the face of the men who killed you.
put it on you. Check. When the stone cold riddles apply, it's usually congruent with this angel that flew a little too high. Feathers burst while the tenders nursed him back to my side. And when he woke, he said he knows where the helium goes and why I could peel the sky back, revealing all the stars and Billy God's unfiltered cigarettes burning holes in the ceiling. Emerging out the grimace of the dawn of man, shot one up for the rainmaker strain with speaker wire vein and honest plans. I'm certain, but the tallest rainbow's gotta sit more than a cauldron of pesos and bottom ships. This acre's more to life than a failure, his nostril spits. Plus in his big rush, I slip dust in a rusted major hostile sips. Drifter, on Chevy Valveless kisser, talking tank, walking a plank off the Big Dipper. Lip zipper for the common folk. You'll see what art and time alone on some midsummer night lust freedom train. Most Cretan brains will buckle. Yeah, there ain't no constellation that spells flattery. Dance to the song of a billion little Galileo toddlers choked over they broke my first Sony telescope. Moon gaze and map getters, the tears blood, the illustrated commentator on the napkin. Ace rock limit choker, cross the lasso but I missed the voters. That's the one that mouthed off for the gimmick quarters. I left them bang across the dock with they feet dangling for the shark. Siamese fighting fists to pick apart. I got a spirit that springs to life when the scissor hand slit throw modules collaborate with nasty. It makes the school children disrupt the class with Mrs. Crabtree. Catch your mortal, show these motherfuckers how to strike a match.
It's like this, cats, it's like fish flowing in the ocean of my emotions. I'm often lost in this realm, burning the L, wanting to flow and get fly like them birds on the block that love to get. I'm all day trapped in the fields, watching the skies, thinking to self, what's the word for life? Then I learned how to burst on mic, shine divine and purify earth with line. Feeling as a pigeon that turned phoenix, screaming, we only living when we got it, some freedom. Remembering days when wrapped in the eating, gotta like spit these raps with a meaning, define that reason why a nigga breathing. Every day get up with words that get mics fiending, strike even with darts straight from the heart. This is how we do this, escape the sky's limit through music. This is how we do this. This is how we do this. This is how we do this.
When the show dropping. Drop is hot. When the shell drop is hot. When the shell drop is hot. When the shell drop is
Rat in the labyrinth, Hutton's area. A little vessel crash for the liquid meets the prairie. I live along stability beaches, bumped into infantry, simply smiled at it, ran victory. My tenants blanket the banquet, banking and shanking, sanking in my prayers, let the steam roll off the lip of the kettle. My flying contracts and drips in a bucket of bums, drunk with 9 planets, the circle panic. I won't even share a cup with the sun. Loaf amidst the blatant harassment of my entrapment fragment. Open the foliage leads towards my display to dabs, and I'm old. A creek and a rusted hinge notified every marketplace common apart among toss the dustbin. That a rope and a slogan bigger but can't finger their motive. Right? Surgeons working shifts but can't suture broken devotion. Right? Storytelling pageants, magic on a rotten day. Already know who wanted out the fish that got away. I walk a bridge of tin cans, hold my flag with tin hands. Honest skeletal frame, setting no devil thing, man. Adam told me about an iron galaxy where I'm trying to find that if my 10-figure special are obsolete. I dash between with an attraction to the capsules at the bottom. Here lies a tailor-made slave costume. I can feel the remnants of your devilish smile off of the slave, but I'd rather play the sun and let it fade.
Like a tan in winter, standing into the realm of a 9-headed monster MC at the helm. Call it the Dragon Coaster, but this ain't playland or just a Ray-Ban. Where we lay back and laps of luxury with best laid plans. It's clearly my intention to rock each and every single time your needle drops. See, I eat a lot of rhymes at mealtime, served hot. Maybe drink them straight up, you pour it on the rocks. When you're not, competition for the shell shock. The cinematic on the mic is leaving swell knots. Hit 'em on the warpath with a peace stab. You don't get it, well then shit, at least laugh. Definitely dedicated to the craft, but pay attention, y'all don't even know the half. Yo, check it out. Describing the bombs, the law bring coming. Shell shock, shell shock, shell shock, shell shock.
Lifelong.
Aesop Rock, what's the deal, fam?
Man, how you feeling?
Yo, maintaining, just keeping the balance, yo.
What you doing right now?
Yo, I'm just walking around, yo. Where you headed?
I don't know, about to head downtown, just walking around.
Yo, let's roll then, word. I want to check out what's in Fat Beats anyway.
Yo, what you doing?
Yo, last night I went to this ill spot that seemed hipster was spinning out.
Lifelong, how you feeling? Man, I'm kinda tired, sorta stuck somewhere between a floorboard and a ceiling. Somewhere between a warlord and a passive activator who ran a blind city block folk and magic makers. I spin wild, alligator skin style, rocking a limp that deflects that hurting version of a serpent. Rattlesnakes try to slide awkward, walking a dozen broken promises without a goal to walk toward. I'ma be dirty for preservation of the medium and travel through a brick jungle, thick puzzle. Baby, this ugly demeanor is an archetype, stone style, phoenix born of vast and morbid seen in orbit randomly. Raw paranoia, New York is gonna burn tonight. Goddamn if I'ma let you walk easy. 20,000 leagues under a sleepy generation with a line around the block and a populace sick away.
Lifelong, numero uno, master of rhymes, Juno, disastrous with Aesop damaging, spitting hurricanes and tornadoes. When we in town, whole city shut down. Earthquake analysts be measuring the length of our sound. Extra prolific, terrific, explicit, contaminated with sick maneuvers on a legendary quest mission, nomadic like Zelda. With our ear to the ground, hearing Earth's forces, trooping through inner city park on iron horses. But this time we short on cab fare. Ain't trying to evade, cause DT's always there. Keep the movement safe, enjoying the fresh air. Feeling broke, but I pay it no mind. Unwind, chill, poly with ladies suited for summertime. On the scenic route, getting recharged off a chronic J. Plus no work today, perfect weekend escape getaway. We walk forward as our feet moving the left and right pace on the course of the day. Yeah.
through the jungle where everybody mumbles. I keep to myself and walk that inner city shuffle.
Through these concrete streets, we creep sightseeing, vibing the beats on dusty paths. Who knows who will meet?
And yo, sliding through the jungle where everybody mumbles. I keep to myself and rock that inner city hustle.
Through these concrete streets, we creep sightseeing, vibing the beats. Through a shower, we just trying to eat.
I've been around the block, no lie, no little aspect of a damaged life outran Ace. I remain a stationary unit with a pinpoint on my cards, and if the Joker starts cackling, take another card. Document the vision, build a monument to the pistons that like pumping syncopation with that raw alley cat wisdom. The pterodactyl wingspan swoops over a 30-block radius, radiating soundscape for your system. My ugly panorama breeds a hungry Sumerian. I can only speak my eyewitness. Look, money, I'm a 20-something soldier, grown-ass man, and I'd rather be pushing this boulder than pushing that stroller. That's just my honest caption, I spit it cause I'm supposed to. The bittersweet aura of life on this roller coaster, man, listen. I got a plan to break your scoreboard, but it only shows its face when I plug in my Walkman cord.
Yo, Aesop, let's troop downtown on 8th Street. Bag some dimes and sling CDs by Fat B's on 6th Avenue, who knows who we'll meet. Vibing on West 4th, giving pounds by the force.
What up, y'all?
Scorching, honey's looking good in them shorts, plus a halter blouse, got me all aroused. So I step to it with confidence proud. Can I poly with you for a sec? What's your name? Mine's living in full effect. But sis, you could call me lifelong. Gas, cause she remembered me from Breeze Ever Flowing song. Shadow with it got the digits it's on. Atmosphere outside, live mixture of conversation, music and call horns. Right now, New York City's in its finishing time, so we stay leery of doing misdemeanor crime and getting locked down, serving and wasting time. This year, we on a mission to shine.
Yo, sliding through the jungle where everybody mumbles. I keep to myself and walk that inner city shuffle.
Through these concrete streets, we creep sightseeing, vibing the beats on dusty paths. Who knows who we'll meet?
Yeah, sliding through the jungle where everybody mumbles. I keep to myself and rock that inner city hustle.
Through these concrete streets, we creep sightseeing, vibing the beats. Through a shower, we just trying to eat, just trying to eat. Rocking that inner city hustle, just trying to eat. Trying to eat. We just trying to eat. Trying to eat.
That inner city hustle,
rocking
trying to eat.
Moving, trying to eat like, bobbing the beats like, trying to eat like, bobbing the beats like, walking, talking,
inner city hustle, can I? Come on, that inner city hipster.
It's on fire right now. Get the bucket, yo.
I boomerang styles round the snare and let bass catch it. Y'all sweating those rubies, praying someday you'll be the magnet. Four padded walls, black magic and mass havoc. Or you in a ship, but would much rather sleep detached from the lab.
Plus your CD plays better as a coaster. We feel ignorant tonight, delaying your flight, ripping your poster.
Yo, what you doing on mic?
What I'm supposed to, bite your face with raw raps that fight their way out of the holster.
The type of kid whom if I gave a week to build a house, you could turn with one brick in your hand, claiming you're just a minimalist. Right, but I'm just an asshole. Let me amuse myself and step how to make a sleeper wish he'd never slept. All's well, I'm high as fuck. The shameless exploitation of that Midas touch. I'm talking Iceman cometh, right? Mic stands smacking the polite bands, but hundreds clustered up in greedy bunches. I would have been the idol of a nation made from iron limbs, but rusted 10 seconds before my wingspan got to touch it. Got magazines writing
Yo,
bowels.
you overworthy, cuz.
I let it roll off my back after they sucked this dirty dub. I'm a tomahawk whirling, circling early retirement with death threats for the systematic Icarus environment. Waddle back up to your block. Find yourself trapped between an atom and an A fucking top rock.
Yo, C-Vast rap. watch sky open. 45 set tape, brainwave soaking. I got 101 views and don't force them. And got 101 gifts but don't flaunt them. Life's a sculpture, you lost touch with reality. In the blind man's image, you dropped the pottery. My poetry makes me a mage animated. You see notes float from the page. My style's like oil of Olay. I gotta rub it in, but with a grin, like a politician. When he raises taxes, I'll spin the earth off his axis. And I ain't even serious, kid, this is practice. Who draws water the fastest? My cascade is like a lava fall from Hell's Cliff. All I need is orange juice and a roach clip. The beat is in the air, now the air's talking shit. With my nigga Aesop rocking. You talking a bunch of I mights, but I will damage your eye socket. Vast air, I'm freestyling and you can't stop it. When I get on the mic, I might make the earth stop spinning. Make your girl start grinning. Oh my goodness, it's the end of the beginning. Off the top of the dome is where we roam. Off and known. Yo, cypher unknown. I break your little ass phony poems. That's for my nigga Essie. That's my man Hipster in the back laughing. You need to stop rapping. Yo, this is a revolution in here. I start tap dancing. What? It's over. It's over.
Put your quarter up, I got first. And I'm the type of customer that orders the worst. Now not the same as any, I run the game of plenty. I buy my nickels from a dime that goes by the name of Penny. The last starfighter, searching for a starfucker. The drunk parallel parker, thank God for car bumpers. Another day, shot in the head and buried. While your wifey tries to convince me that she shouldn't have got married. From the Gallagher bugs, to the amateur thugs, to the punk rock chicks that can't handle my hugs. I'll be standing upon a web, born out of a thought, where the spider makes her bed out of the carcasses she caught. Hey yo, she's got that good hair, me I got dandruff. She wears a smile and me I wear handcuffs. Yo, wait a minute, savior, how about a little truth? You couldn't save yourself if you had a cape and a phone booth. The roof is on fire, the floor is underwater. The fish ignored the bait and ate the bobber. And as God hovers up above the highway in a chopper, I'm down here writing songs for her daughter. Is that your quarter?
Put your quarter up, brother. My underhanded summer jam escaped with a free game in my back pocket. The ego anthem of the year left clear off the concrete valley to murder silhouettes with a budget to have me bumming cigarettes. My soul stuck in the mud pit absorbing anchors with a wash-shaped water stick and 5 great venoms. Cornered at the dog door by a sideways phantom with a swift attitude problem. Knuckled up with the carbon-based common garden goblin. I'm drowsy, who drifted by the lousy Virgin Mary nightlight illuminance. Them blew a kiss to sin. Would've said count me in, but just couldn't afford the bounty. I'll do the deed myself before the second leaping sheep even got counted. Multiple tasking, drastic, unsociable captain gasping. Jay Gatsby the great bashing, open the plastic backspins. Strapped with a plague and a cocktail napkin wrapped in origami dragon fashion. Flashed in an effort to smash your pattern. Magnanimous to say a little on this ancient foundation. They foundations running bases for nickel tips. Coordinate the zoning and the speed is trickle drips out. I'll skip town when these upright citizens sit down.
Yo, I go next. Put your quarter up for bets, put your daughter up. MF is sorta corrupt, not to be confused with the fake fly raw sound. Still the one who used to take your high score down. With more rhymes and germs a spitball carry, as it fly through the air like Pitfall Harry. shit, y'all. Fairies take a loss like Swobodan. This goes out to man, woman, and child from Robotron. Before the end, I save the world like Defender. There's no time for curling up to hurl from a bender like back when your last 5 never went to weed. More likely on like 20 rounds of centipede. If it go fast or slow, no matter in the flow, down packed like the old acro pattern. Those who need to learn the technique, take heed, note. It switch like Spy Hunter once he to the speedboat.
I'm in a red zone, that's my miracle meridian. Boundaries line with my Minutemen, slipping in. SOS messages flow cold captive in glass bottles, while timidly crash test thought the spawn mountains of trash novels diminish. Bone crushed, skeletal blemish, sporting super fresh, caffeinated hate. Raise amalgamated shapes for the shield. Yield to the mood slopes, spit blue notes, the silent launch lifted, but I think the ground shifted when I walked. I'm the very model of a modern major general. Lid twisted, your pitiful sink. I think it was the tragedies of science versus the world's technical marvels when thermonuclear Aesop the planet chemically startled.
Very effective, I might add. Original.
I now present to you music to make you stagger.
Up in a biplane, door
bug fighter, Henson invention. Troopers versus the result of Dragon Ball Z speed racer gene splicing. My force blind the extorted style from the common dirty destiny dream sighting. Important to split the Fritz. God shit the planet screaming, what on earth is that? I slip back 5 dimensions. Only the mostly overcooked specimen bending tragic fatality. Successful dodging volleys. All Hail Marys and hello Dolly. I flow ridiculous, indigenous to now. Who holds the 5th golden ticket? Toward a wicked warfare mansion beyond the pickets. The house next door that when a stickball clears the fence, y'all hesitate to fetch it. I was walking through a pinball till-built landscape. Pterodactyl circling turtle. I bite the bullet in a wingspan shadow. Suck and bust the oxygen gulps. Spit the metal directly back off the barrel. We ice grill the silhouettes. The common decency factors a low ball estimate of 0. My testament is striking b-boy stances, dancing past the foggy mirror. When wiped clean, the Billy Go beard camouflage spirit. I'm at 6 degrees of sexy sarcasm. Yeah, never swam up inside summer gym classic. Another bent backwards bastard scouring the carnival grounds for an outlet. Who the fuck is Ace Rock? I'm not an ace to keep at arm's length adjacent to little Linus quilt makeshift 6 security mechanism. Check your mission. I am not a vision. Check your mission. Just a simple sour pasta link. No, I will not help you shove your legs. I alone settle. I alone pedal in the mud. I alone. I condone rebel zone planning. I alone stand in a social coma. Hold up to your dome. Follow I alone. I alone settle. I alone pedal in the mud. I alone. I condone rebel zone planning. I alone stand in a social coma. Hold up to your dome. Follow I alone.
Now you see me, now you know.
Maverick enough, but still scraped up Taki 183 innovation for the kids. Brickfoot, iron lung, honor. Escape through the night like a disgruntled teen Krylon bomber. Without a care aside from posting the roster. Maladjusted, blank face civilians dispersed feelers, reeling in several separate defunct fame booster modules. His nervous twitch marked the most delectable ingredient. The Aesop starving troopers and cell blocks with strap-on feeding bins. Like I'd auction off a fuck for that blind cause you riding. I'd rather find the flaws and watch you hide them. Feel the haggard look penetrate brain castle, blasting clear out the back of his batches, sour wit collection. Slash flutter. You're a fucking wind-up toy, a goddamn 4th-string criminal trading card. The reason they decorate the font of closing credits to boost on look of amusement after fading hard. To catch more Z's than Rip Van Winkle's 12-step narcolepsy seminar. Action. We all compete the mass delusion of common folk. I provoke them all, challenge dirty balance. I elope with talent while they fidget. If the revolution ain't gonna be televised, then fuck, I'll probably miss it. I alone settle. I alone pedal in the mud. I alone. I condone rebel zone planning. I alone stand in a social coma. Hold up to your dome. Follow I alone. I alone settle. I alone pedal in the mud. I alone. I condone rebel zone planning. I alone stand in a social coma. Hold up to your dome. Follow I alone.
Follow what you want. Just a lot of rock, a lot of steel. The tomb, the dungeon, under the city. Just follow what you want. Follow what you want. Just a lot of rock, a lot of steel. The tomb, the dungeon, under the city.
Yo, enter Atlantis, dive deep, submerge. We realign the planets while your herd sleep, splurge. Count sheep, dreamer, drowning in words. Verses circling your body like sharks and herds. Nerve shattering like a O2 battling your brain cells. Gravity not mattering.
Your doggy paddling style is unoriginal. Downloadable, digital, files are pitiful. You claiming you're nice, my feedback cynical.
Enter Atlantis, home of the sunken city mantis, where drunken dizzy bandits wander around on weaker branches. Breach through the surface of this war pig saturated style by the politics swim circles when you're pirate ships. I observed when your dream fell off the dock, yielding nautical miles of shell shock. 20,000 leagues of liquid cell block fury. Soon you'll see the murky demeanor and peace beautifully. They used to me. Underwater hunters spit harpoons through your community.
The sea level reveille heavily weighs on brains steadily maintained. You better tread incredibly. I'm the mayor of the blocks beneath them sunken streets. You wetting your sheets, losing your breath, chattering teeth. Seek shelter from the battles and beef. You're not a swimmer. Skip spots where the citizens eat shrimp for dinner. Send a message in a bottle to the shore. Optimistic, getting twisted off the sword of the linguistics, exclaiming how you flip shit. But the next one who gets it can bask in the sunshine of my eclipses. Nod your heads to the lyrics of the lifted. Lost beneath the liquidy layers of dirt and grime. Lost amidst the corridors of the written rhymes. Lost, but if you seek, you find. The lost city of Atlantis enhances your mind.
What you want? Just a lot of rock, a lot of steel, and tomb, and dungeon, under the city.
Now, locate the degree of blame on which you place your beaten corpse for all the warped Cretan building blocks toppling it over. I'm here to manufacture baby steps toward the genesis of World War now to let these clippers reach a sturdy pendulum. Backbone, razor blade mosaic, illustrate the tapered fate of makeshift lifespan. Cycle the interminable distance to enlist my stitch and revision seas in which my fist is bleeding, reeling in the ships that's on glass evening. Right, put aboard, born apocalypse abbreviated. Hostile link with poison for the chainmate. Masked and activist affiliation with raw pain, ink, and amazing. Wish the never-ending bending of my nerve endings was vacant, but it's now high noon, and all is not well. In the city of New York, where brick sharks are for the populace. Right. While your third-string criminals barter plans, I run the Atlantis planet gauntlet with your heart in my hands.
Shell shock, inside pie, check it out.
Atlantis is gone.
Sink or swim, make a decision. Envision life underwater, coexist with the rhythm. Sink or swim, make a decision. Envision life underwater, coexist with the rhythm. Sink or swim, make a decision. Envision life underwater, coexist with the rhythm. Coexist with the rhythm.
Atlantis is gone. But free men, wiser men, carried the culture from the mother empire to the four corners of the earth.
Bully cycles, niggas stitching, break the hitching, golden theory. TV victims walking flat earth like my left eye stigmatism. Lift the bridge and sink, link the fink division, zinc transmission with a jinx. Instead of tripping off the way his glitter blinks. Sinker, the book had mentioned several separate crafts that mobilized the clash defendants. The end all installment dissolved in a class A blemish and such. I'm touching oxblood skies over my city which hover in blue disguise. The dry season, New York's 5 regions flock to the marketplace. Targets chase targets oblivious if they hard as flashing bullseye. Games begin, blood, dread, and sin. I'm crawling sore off. All of a sudden something feels a little off. I nap nauseating caution. Pedal on exhausted levels, lost in identifying the unsureness. Plus the load of morbid bliss, torn to cure the fits. I sit lit up a lung thought, spit a sigh, and realize, goddamn, it's I against I. My name is Aesop Rock, bulldozer brand, exhibit alpha, vast Samaritan. I capsize rubber ducks and suck them evident. Govern beneath the cherished checks and balance is routine. I check my balance as routine check. Balance in my dreams, stress the deed. This breed will buckle, flunk, and clink to the wrist. I thread the needle like my knuckle through the ring of my fist. Work out the kinks in my wrist. Weave up a tapestry so large it covered every inch of sky, so I cut holes for the stars. Look up, hook up the speakers. I cook up another heater. Dirty lung devotion, choking with the ocean's bottom feeders, and you love it. 76 inches of sound, so y'all can dig me 6 feet deep. My eyes will still be over ground. Now I got myself circling over these pushers, each lugging a bucket of concepts crafted of every shape, element, and devious ingredient one could possibly conjure. Now I consider my trust sacred, and if by chance it leaks in your direction, well, it either means I known you a long time or I'ma see you tomorrow. The daggers that rip that bond are the sharpest, but I'll take that pain, cause in the long run, you probably doing me a favor. The dub L installation swivels to click Messiah's dirty art like my lungs upon display will make the room turn dark. Upon reviewing a compilation of statements made by critically acclaimed modern American composers, I digress. Wishbone on an earth hungry for flesh, while tyrants hug up on their broadcast. Treasure guardians bar the frontiers till stealth remedies mesh. Resident Evil. We alone hold current cycle to define graceful ascension over wasteful intervention. This little pig hides behind his faithful trend collection, bends the tension and trip wires at every landmark. And I guess this marks my family. I guess this dark's been charted by those title fellow artisans. Do I sign, comply, or honor the martyrdom? Plank walker, the shark infested, what a soul turned charlatan alive. Cheers for rhetorical inquiry. I dive, I see misaligned lives fading, tirading heckler academies, divorced from intrepidity. And honestly, I discipline the workers in my colony with glorious intention to live, just to walk on my homemade suspension bridge. I discipline the workers in my colony with glorious intention to write, just to walk on my homemade yellow brick ice. Like pillars line these aisles of chrome gates where milestones wait to trick me. To fiddle with thoughts that never left vague trails to victory. Just yesterday, my main amigo Block described his highnesses two polar halves, lead a scene on opposite assignments. We offspring plucked off the worry willow, unkempt Hellcat anonymous, stroking tokens of broken promises for hobby. I scrape the pennies out my back pocket for needy drunks like lowriders scrape their bellies on speed bumps. Purity's the lower end, I'm on top. Middle siblings gripped an Aka Aesop rock. I saw the sunlight riding and harmed, and hella died right in my arms. Now I'm breathing in the evening, the evening. Harvest appeared less plentiful than last season. I imagine sloppy seed handling evoked the stroke of tardy planting, and the crops we'd have harnessed mid-November had only brushed the blossom bracket, then soon sacrificed lives to icicle jackets when the frost hit. I sunk to find the warmth beneath the mosses, but I planned a tunnel pass after the rains had run their courses. But alas, the portraits of these frostbit corpses tortured in the grass offer this torch support of one tall glass and nauseous, and I'm asking you, why is this buy supply hiding in strangers when they know atop the food chains I can spot biters for acres? Now be gracious, these minstrels turn the bully psycho-civil by dissolving the candy-coated image down to the pixels. The upbringing of self-styled Freedom Brigade investors and the studies connecting one-hit wonders with dust collectors puts it down. And it's down beneath your sappy sing-along, so stick it further down. We'll let Dante decide which ring I'm on. Nova, the elders took positions and advanced march. Parts plain and steamed, hawking the rain in my canteen. No, I'm like, point. I guess I can spare a splash for a couple of heads. Counterpoint. During my famine, I never got broke your bread. Well, equation of intrigue. Yes, yes, let me fence it for a bit. These tenses need soaking before I hand out tokens. Shut the fuck up. Drama like Kabuki with a heart of dirt. Skull fuck crossbones, hence my birth. It hurts. Yeah, must not sleep, must want others. Trust blocks creep where the dust storm hovers. I melt my habitat for almost everything I want. Sometimes I take it all and still can't feel this pitfall in my gut. And I'm like, must not sleep, must want others. Trust blocks creep where the dust storm hovers. I'm trying to walk on top of sunshine, but it's ridiculous at times. That's why I'm touring with this ground in the glory of our advance. Fire ants to water beetles, Freemasons adjacent to pacing on pins and needles. Pupil turn pedagogue, benediction to my dream. And a billion bottle rockets off the golden mezzanine. Yeah, I pluck the petals off a classic blood rose, one at a time, gripping the stem and right, invite the thorns to dig up in my lifelines. A metaphor for nighttime. Any up the slight cost of exhaustion to salute the moon above paradise lost, and you're a spectator, stringent, inch by sacred inch, shoveling coal into my earthworm soul. You should know. Burrow up through the dirt with bloody digit, lick my knuckles clean, noting the corporate clusters, holding hands round the abode of the damned. And what's your poison? Starlight in a mazer with a nicotine chaser. Sip it clean, save it, a taste to sit and dream later. The eyelids pivot back upon their hinges, 20 miles across the glassy eye, window of wonders to pass us by. Now I'm 6'4" with a 6th floor walk up just to recline with no free time. The alarm storms at 9. My daytime's on some yes sir. Okay sir, right away sir. Sir, do you mind if I breathe sir? Oh you do? Well excuse me sir, fuck you, I breathe slow. I'm running with these fantastic amalgams, painting casket bound careers to pierce, gunning with plastic albums. Securities to javelin, catch it. Labor, clocked in 7-6 and haven't clocked out ever since. Must not sleep, must want others. Trust blocks creep where the dust storm hovers. I milk my habitat for almost everything I want. Sometimes I take it all and still can't feel this pitfall in my gut. And I'm like, must not sleep, must want others. Trust blocks creep where the dust storm hovers. I'm trying to walk on top of sunshine, but it's ridiculous at times. That's why I'm torn with this warning. Feel it, it's like that. Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. Aesop rock. Check it. Blockhead, dub L.
You should know that in our school, attitude and conduct are as important as ability. I am sorry that your pride has kept you from learning that lesson.
Listen, sitting on the bus, 3 nickels in a Walkman, high as fuck, looping cadet bent, stoop around the bullpen, flexing with a fulcrum, but not quite enough, cause if the not factor meant bad posture, my little zone combust. Now look, the driver hates his job. I can tell by the way he keeps saying, I hate this fucking job, to every civilian that boards. I'm just happy the Academy lets roaches ride the MTA, cause I got a full glass with an otherwise empty day. Cynical brain scrub plus Jesus freak lectures, but it's like, homie, I can't hear you. Park the traffic trying to sharpen up the bear tooth. And I'm trying to take for a break, germinate random tantrum, so I twitch every time the BBC or farmers plant one. Circle me silly or work with me, there's no gray area. Burden me filthy or kill me. Murder me quickly. Hack me to ribbons and serve me with grits and a sickly. Tack me to the menu with the all-you-can-eat entries. I'll watch with a laminated iris. Motherfuck the leeches and contaminated sidekicks. Motherfuck the bleachers where they see the vacant hybrids. Motherfuck that sacred virus squirming through the hijinks. Bounce to the started carbon bomb boombox noise activator. Sat with a fat lady and voodoo magic maker. I said, homie, do your thing. Said, home girl, let him do his thing. When I get the signal, I want you to stay fat and sing. And your computer face hurts me to no end. Keep blowing lines in the bathroom and I pretend I can't see the snow where your nose ends. Winter heads get gingerbread enjoyment for a couple, then sit and wonder why their Brooklyn bridges buckle. I'd like to radiate basic framework and stress caveman simple living from the hot burner cooking rice and beans in the kitchen. It's gonna be all good, right? Right. Gravy. The bird just disappears in a mix of Gerber babies. The deaf motivate the deaf. The lab rats procreate with whatever's left. Blown pledge, suck Medusa and will spit Stonehenge. You suck Sambuca and will spit cookies. Stop acting like an asshole. Hot tin roof, dance with a beetle. Summertime airbrush on a collapsible easel. Winter war participant or southbound eagle. Kick the metal door off and take your peek through the keyhole. Television space, can't hold the nerves behind a monitor. Hopped up on Clonopin, kicking into college girls. I'll fuck you blind, but I need to borrow $1 first. For stoves, cause tar and pussy's like all I got to look forward to. Got souvenirs for little fuck-ups that crash test her Matchbox tour bus before they hit the first truck stop. Kick back and count the casualties. I'll add a motherfucker like Radio Raheem buying batteries.
Check, check, check. Check it out. I swing moves when unexplicable acts stain with reciprocal facts, altering notions, check emotion. My feelings been stealing from the outside. My clout rides up on a wind. About to bend you into allegory, switching out the story like you never knew the gory ending. A bending kid sending rhymes over time. Yeah, fields. Yes, my rhymes yield ya. Move you all back, moving faster. Spellcaster, beastmaster. Yeah. You wanna see the shit I bring? I sling rhymes, mood swing king with mine. Check, multiplex, mom storm. I find swarms of MCs like locusts coming through your void, insectoid. Check, you're paranoid, moving back, trembling like the earth's surface. When I walk upon it, see you're worthless. Who's the kid that's flipping through the forest, seen the horrors? Who is disturbing? Who's disturbing orders? See, that's me, second one. When I beckon some MCs to come near me, I'm pumping through the fear, so I'm begging you. All MCs, hold on to your chair. I be robotic Voltron, sick of pumping fear into your blood vessel. I spit the vocal scud missile on a mic. I'm splitting kids with spikes that come out the mouth. I never hover above the clouds unless I want to. I flaunt through clicks. See, I'm the sicker stem seed demented, brain cemented in the skull. Pull yourself on up, I'm not gonna help you. I yelp through clues, you hear my shriek from the peak of the monolith. Check, sick, good and evil conglomerate. Yeah, what you wanna do? I got a throat that spit shit. Got polyps like calluses in a brain. Malice is my name, the middle name anyway. I spit on fame in any way. Directions, angular, mangled, check the sickest angle. Strangling MCs, tighten up the vocal cords. The locals bored, well, open up your eyes. Size up the situation that we have at hand. And welcome to my fantasy land. I scan to see my man standing on his right. All starving artists to take flight. Stride off in the night. I know you like me, you wanna slide towards a fool. Then why you staring at your reflection in a tide pool? I might school rappers that wanna come into my section. Verbal reflection, ill mic circumspection. Never heard before. Words galore for music's martyrs. With blade runnings on a fire starter. Don't forget it, don't sweat it. Don't let it get under your skin. The 7 deadly sins, that's 7 elements of the malevolent. The elements combine, but melanin is not the relevant for rhyme. So what you want my mind see? Check. Y'all can see the circumspection, sick intersection, like traffic, red light. Don't come into my section at night. You wanna see stride when I enlighten, mic inspired conflagration, cross the nation, rhyme rotation that I own. I use it to leave the locals blown with the vocal tone. My throat's sore, I gotta explore new worlds and swirl rhymes for the girls. Check. Whoa.